Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. This is going to be a reading. I will go through the cards pretty quickly, but I'm trying to figure out a laptop setup to do my readings on my laptop since I have more space or storage. I was on Benadryl yesterday, but I think I should be okay now. And today, I slept for a lot of the day. And I woke up, my aunt wanted me to get something from the store. She gets confused. So, I got what she asked for, but it wasn't what she was looking for, so I, have to go back to the store to get something. But the main message that I'm getting for this reading is that it's not bad to slow down. So I'll go through the oracle cards first. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Claircognizance, Archangel Uriel, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. Breathe, Archangel Raphael, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. And you know what to do, Archangel Uriel. Again, trust your inner knowledge and act upon them without delay, which is interesting because it says without delay, but there are some delaying cards with the Four of Air, Four of Swords, and the Awakening, the Hanged Man. As I was traveling, I felt other energy that was traveling too, so maybe you might have been, I felt like going back to something because there were like the blue and yellow cars on the other side of the highway when I was driving back to my godmother's house, who lives in another state than the state that I was in for the past couple of years. I felt that like it was going the opposite direction. So that could be maybe regrouping, could be backtracking. If you're in general, if to travel and to go back, it feels like it's the word that I'm getting is retrieval, or well, I was going to, it's kind of, this area is kind of like a home base for me because it's kind of like where I go in between moves. So I have kind of like an idea of what I do here in this time. And sometimes, like for the past couple of years, like even though I moved to the south, and it just in general, I'm not saying for every work area, tends to be a slower paced work environment, which was definitely not bad, compared to like in the Northeast where I've been living in for a lot of my life. And it's definitely like go, 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 fast paced type of energy. And so it's definitely, it could be different things for you. I know that it feels nice to kind of wind down because there's another message of like letting people or help take care of you, because I know it's definitely nice to have someone ask like every other hour or so if I want to eat, and the answer is yes, I do, and it's great. There also can be energy of like, well, I guess an example is that another tarot reader, who's my friend, and her and her family lived in Ohio for a long period of time, and she's always wanted to move to Florida. And one day there was like a tornado. How unusual for that area, and it did a lot of damage to her house. So the kids are like, older, but her and her husband decided this is just the opportunity to just go for our dreams and to like move to Florida. So that's what she did. It can be moments like that too. So the cards here for there, Four of Swords, take time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Awakening, the Hanged Man, Archangel Gabriel. Look at things from a different perspective. A temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. And with this time energy, it feels like it's something where there are moments that pop up, or things or instances where, I would say signs, if you believe in them, where it's just like the opportunity to do it. Like I received, sorry, me going on a tangent, let me move some stuff around. So I just finished a test knit, and I got a free pattern. Well, I could choose the free pattern. And so I got one, and I just saw that there's like a yarn shop that sold Portuguese yarn, and I've been wanting to try Portuguese yarn, and it just feels like it's all coming together. Hopefully, I don't know if that like makes sense to anybody, but the yarn that I wanted to try is like what I was looking for, and then I got this pattern that I feel like would be perfect for that yarn. So it just kind of comes together. And even the project that's right next to me right now, I found a yarn that would go with the blue yarn that I have, that I really love, and this texture, and it's not as dense, and it's definitely good for clothing. I found this cotton yarn, and I took out the other cotton yarn that I tried using for the project, and then I reworked it, and I'm almost back to the point of where I was before I ripped it out. So it's just kind of like those moments, because I had this on like hibernation for a while, and now it's like ready. So with these cards, I'll quickly go through them, since I have said, I think, a good amount of the things that I wanted to say. The Empress is in the present position. I'll jump to the Two of Cups, which is in the future position. I feel a lot of water and feminine energy too, so this could be a good time for like being able to heal and nurture yourself in that way, especially taking care of yourself. I know there was a patient that came into the pharmacy to buy some products, and she and her mom have been taking care of her dad and her mother's husband, because his memory is deteriorating, and it's like a toll. And she wasn't buying stuff for him, she was buying stuff for her and her mom, which is fantastic, because you can't just like keep going like this without being able to recuperate, or without being able to make yourself well too. Empress feels like slow progress. In my deck, the Empress has trillium flowers, which definitely take a long time to grow. Obstacle is the Queen of Cups with the Eight of Pentacles. So And how to overcome the obstacle is the it's the Seven of Wands. And with this, it does feel like kind of the constant moving or like constant working, because the Eight of Pentacles is one where you're kind of already skilled at the profession, like you, or it's something where you keep going at it and there's not much of like downtime. But sometimes it's like a matter of healing while you keep going, because with the Seven of Wands, it gives way to fight, like a fighting chance type of energy. So it's going from 8 to 7 though. I would say that there might be other ways, as it says in the Hanged Man, there might be other ways to make things more efficient for you if you aren't able to take breaks, like kind of more on the like real rest, not like real resting, but resting where it feels like it's you're being able to fully rest and then go back to what you're doing. A lot of times we don't have that opportunity. And with the Queen of Cups, it can also be help, like a helping hand. And with the Two of Cups often has two people on the card, because it's one of those things where it can be linked to companionship. It doesn't need to link to that, but it's kind of like the symbol of like two heart halves and it becomes one, if you know what I mean. Either that or maybe having helping hands, because it feels like it is getting tiring, and it might, like, I guess the universe might be asking to reevaluate the things that you do, because you might be putting so much work in and not a lot of output. And a lot of times, like, that also goes with like when you go to college and then you get your degree. And I feel like a lot of times when you get your degree, it's I definitely wouldn't say less work, more pay, but you get different types of jobs that honestly don't like really take as much of a physical toll. Like sometimes they do. It's definitely an individual basis type of situation, but a lot of times you're not going to these jobs that just are very little pay, but you're working your butt off to work at those jobs. And I'm hoping I don't sound offensive, because I'm not trying to be. In the past, it's the Four of Wands with the Knight of Cups. The Four of Wands, it feels kind of like this is the enjoyment, long living life type of celebration type, like, energy. And the Knight of Cups does feel like it wants to get back to that point, because there's like contemplation there, and even like a broken vessel there too. So vessel can be heart, and with that it could be coming together. So with that feminine energy, it might be that yearning or wanting to have those dynamics, heal and mend, come back together, that type of flowing energy. And I feel like with that flowing energy that comes from the Two of Cups, it's definitely something that can happen. It's just another way that you need to think outside the box and to really see what works for the situation and what can be improved. And a lot of this is efficiency. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another video.